Here we see the reach catch being performed by an elite player. Note the position of the head, hands and feet. Now let's look at each of the key teaching points for the reach catch. With head up, keep eyes on the ball. As the ball approaches, extend the arms towards the ball and spread the fingers. Keep the thumbs behind the ball, forming a W shape with the index fingers. When the ball approaches from above, catch it slightly in front of the head at its highest point. Leaving the ball, secure the ball into the chest with both hands. This is a basic drill to practice the reach catch technique. Divide the group into pairs, one ball per pair. Ensure each pair has adequate space to perform the technique in a stationary position. Each player, in turn, throws the ball above their opponent's head for them to perform the reach catch overhead. Continue the drill for a set time. Each player then fists the ball at head height for the partner to perform the reach catch in front. Again, continue the drill for a set period of time. This is a basic drill to practice the reach catch technique. Mark out a triangle using cones as shown. Divide the players into groups of 4, one ball per group. Beginning at the cone with 2 players, each player in turn serves the ball for the next player to perform the reach catch. After serving, each player follows the ball. Begin by throwing the ball above the head, and after a set time, change to fist the ball to head height. Encourage the catching player to move towards the ball. To increase the difficulty of the drill, the pace should be increased. This intermediate drill to practice the reach catch technique increases the pressure on the player in the middle to perform the technique as efficiently as possible. Divide the players into groups of 3, 2 balls per group. Each group of 3 lines up with 5 meters between each player. The players at each end have a ball each, and in turn serve to the player in the middle to perform the reach catch. The player in the middle returns the ball to the same server each time. Begin by throwing the ball above the head, and after a set time, change to fist the ball to head height. Continue the drill for a set period of time. This is an intermediate drill to practice the reach catch technique while moving continuously. Form 2 circles, a small inner circle and a bigger outer circle using cones. 4 players move in a clockwise direction around the inner circle, and 4 players move in an anti-clockwise direction around the outer circle. Using 2 balls, the players throw the ball from one circle to the other for the oncoming receiving player to catch. Begin by throwing the ball above the head, and after a set time, change to fist the ball to head height. Increase the pace at which the drill is performed as the players become more competent. This intermediate drill to practice the reach catch technique requires the players to attack and catch the ball while moving in different directions. Mark out a cross using 5 cones as shown. A feeder stands at one point of the cross, facing the remaining players who line up directly opposite. Each player in turn moves to the middle cone and each of the side cones to perform the reach catch as the feeder serves the ball. The feeder begins by throwing the ball above the head of the players, and and after a set time changes to fist the ball at head height. Encourage the players to attack the ball at pace as they become more confident. After a set time, change the feeder. This is an advanced drill to practice the reach-catch technique. Mark out a grid approximately 8 meters by 5 meters. 2 players are positioned within the grid. The other 2 players act as feeders and are positioned one to either side of the grid with a ball each. Each feeder, in turn, throws the ball for their partner to perform the reach catch while the other player provides opposition. Initially, the opposition should be token, before eventually progressing to full opposition as the players become more competent. Ensure that opponents are equally matched. Repeat a set number of times before changing the feeders. This is a fun game to develop the reach catch. Mark out a triangle using cones as shown. Divide the players into groups of 4, 1 ball per group. 1 player is positioned at each of the cones, while the 4th is the piggy in the middle. The players at the cones must pass the ball to each other for each to perform the reach catch. The player in the middle attempts to intercept the ball. If successful, the player whose pass was intercepted becomes the new piggy in the middle. Begin by throwing the ball above the head, and after a set time, change to fist the ball to head height. Continue the game for a set period of time. Not extending the arms fully is a common error when learning the reach-catch technique. This may result in the ball being intercepted in a game situation, as an opponent reaches and catches the ball first. To correct this error, ensure that the player extends their arms fully towards the ball and spread their fingers to receive the ball. Catching the ball behind the head is another common error when performing the reach-catch technique when the ball is approaching above the head. To correct this error, ensure that the player catches the ball slightly in front of the head at its highest point. The player should be able to secure the ball quickly into the chest.